it's 1999 or 1952 or 1930, is that the farther than that legacy equipment is all garbage, because that's where it is, up there, using the controllers. Even the CRT screens for gamers is the old screens. This digital stuff is entertainment, movies, viewability, but the actual speed of gaming is in the CRT screens and the older computers, or you boost the RAM, but the old desktop computers is the power behind everything in the 98. So the legacy of their controls is actually within 98. The 97, Hale Bob came in, PCs got stuck at 98, because after that was Vista. Vista, Bill Gates introduced as a bomb, actually. Vista was attacked, actually, it wasn't complete in 2005. MySpace was attacked, and Facebook also, because I was a player, I'm a composer, and uploading in 1999 music, like songs, and then it went boom, Y2K, whoosh, gone. Napster just whoosh, sucked it all up, and the computer systems were wide open with sharing, and then it became illegal. But about 2 years worth of extracting data, syncing data in massive disk drives. I got one, I tell Billy Corgan all the time, I got one torrent. When I went in to get the one thing, I thought, everyone's doing this, I'm only going to get the entire discography of Smashing Pumpkins. It's the only thing I ever downloaded that I knew was a valuable thing, that I saw Billy Corgan, that I give him a copy of it, that it's his music. But I always say that's the one torrent that I got, but think about all of the other torrents. Entire discography of Smashing Pumpkins, including the B-sides, live. It's like 300 and something tracks. Boom. Into my computer. That was my example of saying, well, if they did that to mine also. They got the entire discography of Tamara Alexis's, even like that, anything like that, because of the data, the fishing. Do I still have it? So the Start Rock Cons introduced the Great Test, and the Great Test show on Earth goes back to Jimmy Stewart and the introduction of McCarthy era and all that, playing games with the Stooges and the Scrooges, and the introducing White Christmases and Holiday Inns and musicals and annual musicals. Annual, the same people. Sinatra, the Brat Pack, the Rat Pack, the Goons, the Gangsters, and behind all of that, moving around and becoming celebrities and politicians, and then, Reagan becomes a president. All the while, he isn't really. It's someone else. It's some other thing going on. It's all a play down here. Shakespeare's staged, turned Hamlet, White House, turned House of Cards, then The Tempest, then the Love's Labor's Lost, and it all becomes another Bugs Bunny cartoon, and it becomes another scenario that they repeat in the movie scenes out of Star Wars. Star Wars is their vehicle, what we say, from far away is them, and far and long ago, all of that's loaded with information, and even about the Luke the Luke in this look has a lot to do with this it was inspired by its Dune. This earlier version is Dune, so the legacy of theirs is Dune, and Star Trek and Star Wars. In the Star Wars, Dune is I do not know. Oh. I do not know all. That is, I do. And that is about the do one, uni, the uni. This is all bringing in the rhymes of their lifestyle, and their lifestyle is based on opium, acquiring, monopolizing. In the story of Dune, what we have in that lineage is Kyle, the Mick, the Mick laughing, and creating the Twin Peaks in that lineage branching, and then another branch is the family ties. They all end up being the Partridge Family at the end of the 12 Days of Christmas. Partridge in a Pear Tree is the Pierre tree, the PET, Pet Detective, Ace Ventura, and their segue into thinking that they are the Thor and the czars and the heirs of all things being Plutonian. Mickey's Mouse House Club, literal, brutal, every cartoon, itchy, scratchy, brutal lifestyles. Looking on our televisions at their children raised in becoming numb, comfortably so, in that the Who, Rolling Stones, Beatles came in with an appetite. The people were swarmed at the time.